was feeding milk to Krishna, suddenly a thought came in the mind of Mother Yashoda that, oh, I have also kept the milk on the stove. Now, the milk must be boiling now. And for a long time, Mother Yashoda was absorbed in that service. And she forgot about that. And suddenly a thought came. And Mother Yashoda started running towards the kitchen, towards the milk, towards the stove, to see what happened to the milk. And what happened to Krishna then? She just kept Krishna aside. She stopped the breastfeeding, she kept Krishna aside, and then she started running for the milk. Now, seeing this, okay, before this, the milk was boiling at that time. The milk was about to come out of the vessel and get burnt in the fire. By the way, let me tell you one thing. In the spiritual world, on the spiritual platform, everything is conscious. The milk is also conscious. The wood is also conscious. The fire is also conscious. Everything is conscious. Now, here in this world, this is not conscious. This mic is not conscious. We are conscious. But in spiritual world, everything is conscious. The stone is also conscious. Water is also conscious. The milk is also conscious. So when the milk saw, the boiling milk, the milk which was getting boiled almost, when it saw that Mother Yashoda is giving more, she's churning the butter, the best butter out of that milk, and then Krishna is getting pleased. What is the use of my life then? What's the use of my life? I'm not able to please Krishna. So let me commit suicide by coming out of the vessel and get burnt in the fire. As you can see in the picture. So the milk thought like this. That is the thought of the milk. What's the use of my life if I'm not able to serve Krishna? If I'm not able to give pleasure to the Lord, let me commit suicide. Let me just boil. Let me come out of the vessel and get burnt in the fire and commit suicide. But before that, Mother Yashoda came and saved the milk. So devotees are always there to help other devotees. Milk is also devotee. So devotees are always there to help all the other devotees, and that's called association of devotees. That's why we should always aspire to stay in the association of devotees. Very, very important. And we are there in the association of devotees, naturally, every devotee will take care of each and every other devotee. And they will inspire other devotees to progress on the path of spirituality. So the association is very, 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 very much conducive and very much important. Now, when Mother Yashoda came and then she stopped the milk to come out of the vessel and get burnt and commit suicide. So that time, what was happening to Krishna? He was out. Mother Yashoda just left Krishna there. What was happening to Krishna? What do you think? Any wild guesses? Eating butter. You skipped many, many things. I will come to that. Yeah. So actually, Krishna started becoming angry. He started becoming angry. And this description comes in Srimad Bhagavatam that there are two things here. Krishna's red bimba fruit-like lips, reddish lips like a bimba fruit, as red as a bimba fruit. Have you seen bimba fruit? I have seen. So it is very, very red actually, very, very red. It shines in a red hue. It is compared to bimba fruit. It's like the Krishna is keeping a bimba fruit on the mouth. Krishna's lips, very, very red. So those red lips are compared to anger. And Krishna's white, glowing white teeth, they are compared to what? Peace. So both the situations are here, but Krishna was keeping his lips under the teeth like this. So teeth were not being displayed, but the lips were being displayed to a great extent. But the anger was just overcoming peace and was coming out of Krishna's personality. So anger, Krishna became very, very angry. Actually, Krishna is teaching us a lesson. How can the Lord become angry? Obviously, on a devotee. The Lord cannot become angry on a devotee. But here Krishna is teaching us a lesson. So, Okay, before that, before the lesson, what happened when Krishna got angry? He somehow started finding something to break that pot. That he thought that Mother Yashoda left me and this butter here, and she started running towards the kitchen to save that milk. What about me? Let me break this pot. So he just somehow found a stone, a shila, Shila Putra, that is mentioned. And then he threw that stone on the pot where Mother Yashoda was churning the butter. And very artistically, very beautiful hole came out. That's what the Srimad Bhagavatam describes. Whenever the Lord does something, it's very beautiful. It's always very beautiful. Whenever the Lord displays anger, whenever He does any activity, it's all beautiful. But whenever we do something, oh, we create so much of ruckus all around. We create so much of problem all around. Others get into so much of trouble, and we also get into so much of trouble when we become angry or when we do something. But when the Lord comes into anger, and when He does something in anger or any other situation, it's all very beautiful. So very artistic hole got created in the pot, and that butter started flowing down. The milk or butter, everything started flowing out. Now, when Krishna did this in anger, now let me ask you one thing. When we become angry and we start responding, not responding, reacting. React is the right word. We immediately react. And we do something and then we bring everybody in trouble. So, what happens after that? Let's say we have reacted. What naturally comes out? What naturally follows after that? What follows?
Regret.
Huh? Regret, yes. How will you say that? Yes, I regret after I become angry. Why everybody is not putting hands? Right? So naturally, a soul gets repentant. This repentance comes in the heart. Some people say, I will never get angry. That's not the case. Everybody gets angry. Otherwise, why we will be there in this material world? We have that quality. So, because that quality is there in the Lord, naturally that quality will be there in us also. Because we are parts and parcels of the Lord. That Bhagavad Gita says, I'm not saying. So, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that, what is that shloka where he says, every living entity is my part and parcel. I'm not remembering that shloka, but yes, Krishna says that every living entity is my part and parcel, my fragmental part. So, whatever qualities are there in the Lord, they come naturally in the living entities also. But yes, a sincere soul repents after becoming angry. And from where that quality is coming? The Lord Himself. Because everything is coming, everything has a source from the Lord. Nothing comes independently. Everything has a source from the Lord. Everything is there in the Lord that only it is coming to us in this world. Obviously, in a perverted way, he becomes angry and it becomes a great cause. And when we become angry, it becomes a great loss. Great loss for all of us and great loss for the society. So immediately when Krishna was very angry and he broke the pot, he started repenting and he became fearful. Oh, what have I done? My God, now Mother Yashoda will beat me. She also will become angry on me. Let me run away. So Krishna started running away, actually. So before Krishna started running away, so we have a lesson here that Krishna is teaching all of us. Control your anger or anger will control you. Control your anger. Otherwise anger will start controlling you. And everything will go out of control. Right? When anger controls us, everything becomes out of control. So better to control the anger. So very, very important lesson. So before even becoming angry, actually in this aspect, in this particular aspect, mantra meditation helps a lot. Whenever we do mantra meditation, आप थोड़ा पास आ जाइए. So, अच्छा हवा चाहिए, अच्छा सुनाई यहाँ से देगा. वो आपको अच्छे ठीक है सुनिए. अरे साउंड ज़्यादा आ रहा है. मैं बहुत ज़्यादा चिल्ला रहा हूँ. ठीक है. So, mantra meditation helps. How many of you are chanting every single day? Every single day. Some hands. Every single day. Oh, sorry. Every single day we should chant. At least 2 rounds. At least 1 or 2 rounds. In Kartik especially. And we should never leave chanting. This chanting is the foundation for our spiritual life. And this is a fact. Whenever we do chanting, naturally the consciousness gets uplifted to a great extent. And whenever we hear the chanting very nicely, hear the holy names very nicely, that hearing of the holy names uplifts our consciousness. So we should very eagerly chant every single day. And then it becomes a shield for our consciousness. And naturally we'll be able to manage that. So mantra meditation is very powerful. Now Krishna started running in fear of Mother Yashoda. Now Mother Yashoda, she will come later, but now Krishna also left his footsteps, thinking that Mother Yashoda will not come to know where I have ran away. Where I have run away, she will not come to know. But unfortunately, Krishna has left his footsteps towards where? A storeroom. There was a storeroom inside the house of Nanda Maharaj. There Krishna ran and he hid himself, leaving his footsteps behind. And Mother Yashoda, now there is no requirement of any CID or IB investigation bureau or nothing. It's not required. Very easy to find out where Krishna has gone, right? with the footsteps. Now when Mother Yashoda started coming, and she saw the pot is broken. And where is Krishna? He's not there. Now what do you think? What Mother Yashoda thought? She became angry? Or she was happy? She was neutral? What do you think? Obviously she was angry. Okay. How many of you say that she was very happy? No. She was very happy. You said very happy?
No, she was worried because Krishna is not there.
Oh, Krishna, out of the box answer. Good. Yes. That was also there. But she was very happy first of all. Later many things happened. We'll see. But first of all, she was very happy. Seeing what? The broken pot. When she saw that so artistically my son Krishna has broken the pot. My God, so beautiful this hole is. Just by looking at the hole, just by looking at that broken pot, the Mother Yashoda became so much happy. That wow, my Krishna is growing up again. She thought like that. He's becoming more mature and he's becoming more artistic. So Mother Yashoda can appreciate whatever Krishna does. She can appreciate whatever Krishna does. And definitely, whatever Krishna does, that is beautiful. And naturally, it becomes pleasing to the heart. So Mother Yashoda became very happy first of all. But then Mother Yashoda started searching out for Krishna. And she followed the footsteps. So, inside the storeroom, something was happening. Instead of just hiding inside the storeroom, one more activity was happening inside that. What was that? There was a pot hanging from the top and it was filled with butter. And Krishna started climbing and taking out butter from that pot. Before Mother Yashoda comes. Thinking that she will never be able to find me. I'm so perfect. And that she can never find me and she will never come to know that I am stealing the butter. By the way, Krishna is stealing this time the butter from his own house. But at all other times, Krishna used to steal butter from gopis' houses. Various different gopis. And every time Krishna used to steal the butter, all the gopis used to come and complain about Krishna that Just look at your child, Umayya. He comes and steals the butter. But before stealing, he's very intelligent. What he does is, he unties all the calves. The calves are on one side, inside the house, and all the big cows, the mother cows, are on one side, on the other side. So what he does is, when he enters the house very silently with the team, first of all, he himself unties the calves, the small calves, and the calves are in separation from the mother cows. The time the calves are free, they are running towards the cows, and they start drinking all the milk, and the whole milk gets over. Look at your child, Umayya. And when the whole family members, the gopi, and all the family members are busy in again bringing all the calves and then again tying them. So Krishna just gives the signals to all the demons. Go. This is the time. Do your job right now. This is the time. Let's go on our mission. And then everybody enters the arena where the pots are hanging, and then they start stealing the butter. And many times, whenever some complaint comes, what is the reaction of Mother Yashoda? What do you think? She is angry or she is happy? What do you think? Whenever a gopi comes and complains, is she angry or is she happy? Or neutral?
Happy.
Happy. She is very happy because she appreciates Krishna's mischievous activities. And actually, gopis are also very happy. The gopis are internally very happy actually by seeing that, because they always want to take darshan of Krishna. Externally, they are complaining about Krishna, but they always want to get absorbed in taking darshans of Krishna. They always want to get absorbed in singing the various activities of Krishna. They want to get absorbed. So through this complaint, externally, the gopis are relishing. They are relishing the pastimes of Krishna. Very happy. Now Mother Yashoda comes inside. And Krishna finds her there. Mother Yashoda is here. By the way, whenever Krishna steals the butter, what he does he eat everything himself? So what he does? He does food for life also. He distributes the prasad to everybody. Why only me? Let me distribute the prasad my prasad to everybody. So that's why ISKCON is doing food for life. So many devotees come out, and after this FOE, this session also we do food for life. And so many people come and take benefit. So it is inspired by this pastime, food for life. Srila Prabhupada introduced food for life. So all the monkeys, Krishna brings all the monkeys. And he starts feeding the monkeys also. Now what's the link of this feeding the butter to monkeys? Is there a link to any other pastime of the Lord? Vanar Sena. Lord Ram's time in Treta Yuga. Because when Ram Setu was getting built, जब Ram Setu बन रहा था, तो उस time पे the Vanar Sena helped Lord Ram, helped the Lord. They put so much of endeavor just to please the Lord, you know. And Lord was pleased, but he couldn't do anything at that time. Couldn't do much because he was waiting for the right time to come. After lakhs and lakhs of years, when Dwapar Yuga came, Lord remembered that time when all these Vanar Sena, the monkeys in Treta Yuga helped me in doing service for me. Now it's time for me to show gratitude. The Lord is very grateful. So he started feeding the monkey, remembering that all these, the Vanar Sena has helped me in building the Ram Setu and getting Mother Sita back. They are the same monkeys. So we have one very nice lesson here for all of us. See, we should get a lesson and we should implement it in our life. Very important lesson Lord is teaching us here. And what is that lesson? The Lord never forgets our service. Many times we feel that who is seeing my service? Let's say somebody is washing the vessels and nobody is there at that time. Nobody is there at that time. At the mid of night, somebody is washing the vessels. Everybody is sleeping. And that devotee might think that who is seeing my service? Nobody is around. Everybody is sleeping. Everybody just went and did something, and I'm the one who is staying at the end, and I'm doing all the wind up after the FOE session. Who is seeing my service? Nobody recognizes me. Nobody appreciates me. See, I'm struggling so hard. I'm doing such a nice service. But the fact is, the Lord is seeing our service. Very, very important lesson. भगवान हमारी सेवा को appreciate करते हैं. He sees our service. He never forgets our service because he's sitting as Paramatma within the heart. He's there in every atom. Everywhere the Lord is present. Everywhere. He's seeing through all the 10 directions. He's omnipresent. He knows everything. He's all conscious. He's all conscious. There's a verse which comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, first chapter, verse number 1. Srimad Bhagavatam starts with that verse, the very first verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. What is that? Janmadiyasya yatah itaraschartheshu abhignyaha swara. So one word comes here, abhignyaha. Abhignyaha means he knows everything. He's conscious of everything. Everything means everything. Indirectly and directly he knows everything. He knows everyone. He knows every thought of ours. He knows every desire of ours. He knows what is going inside me. Others cannot see. Others cannot know. Others cannot understand. The speaker cannot understand whether the audience is still there in the session, or thinking about the office work, thinking about home, thinking about girlfriend. No. The speaker might not know what to do. The speaker is bound. But the Lord is unbound. The Lord is all conscious. He knows about everything. Everything. So that's very important to understand, that even if anyone else is not seeing my service externally, that I'm doing so much of service for the Lord, but nobody is seeing me, nobody is appreciating me, nobody is calling out my name, nobody is giving me any award, nobody is putting a garland on my on me, nobody is giving me any gift, any prize, any award, but the Lord sees that, and the Lord appreciates that. How He appreciates? The question comes. The question comes. How He appreciates? How He never forgets our service? This is one of the pastimes. Lakhs and lakhs of years before this pastime came, this happened. They helped the Lord, and He's expressing His gratitude. He never forgot the service done by the Vanar Sena. And similarly, in our life, that happened to Vanar Sena. They got better. They got better. We may not, wish better, right? But how can we know that from our life? How can we understand that in our life, how the Lord is helping us? How the Lord has never forgotten us? The proof is we are sitting here. That's the proof. We are all sitting here, and that can happen in Kali Yuga, where there are so many distractions. We just remove the curtain of our house and we see all nonsense happening around us. So many distractions all around us, in Bangalore especially. But in that age, such a degraded age of Kali Yuga, we are getting a chance to remember the Lord, to hear about the Lord, to purify ourselves in such a contaminated environment. And one more thing. Is this the first lifetime where we have got the opportunity? No. Many lifetimes. See, it's not ordinary. Once Karthik Purji was telling me, whoever enters the temple, he's not an ordinary soul. He's sent by Krishna. We should respect that soul. We should worship that soul with our hearts. We should understand Krishna has sent them. The Lord has inspired him or her to enter the temple, to hear Krishna Katha, to hear Bhagavad Gita, to implement Bhagavad Gita in life. The Lord is inspiring that soul. Because from many lifetimes, that soul is practicing bhakti. And the Lord comes and gives the gift of bhakti in every lifetime to us. He reminds us, hey, don't get degraded in Kali Yuga. Go to the association of devotees. Come to the sessions, Festival of Enlightenment. Purify yourself. Chant my holy names. Go back home, back to Godhead. Break the cycle of birth and that you are stuck. The Lord reminds us. He, as Chaitya Guru from within, He inspires us from within, as Paramatma within the heart, and externally through the devotees. He inspires other devotees to go to the PGs, knock the doors, give the pass, register a person, and bring that person here. And many people become successful. Because already they are practicing bhakti from so many lifetimes, but they have left. The Lord comes in every lifetime, reminds us, gives the gift of bhakti to us. We take that gift, use for some time, throw it away. And again we start next life. We tell the Lord, enough is enough for this life. I'll continue next life. Again the Lord says, okay, no problem. You are my part and parcel. I love you. I cannot force you. Love means no force. Lord never forces us. Lord inspires us. Lord gives us opportunities, but He never forces us. If we have the desire not to practice bhakti, Lord will not do anything. Lord will not do anything. But yes, the Lord will inspire us. Lord will keep on giving us more and more opportunities. But He will never force us. If we have a desire to forget the Lord, He will make us forget. Out of true love. Love means no force. Freedom. So Lord gives us this gift, but we leave it. That's our unfortunate situation. So that's why, understanding this aspect, the Lord never forgets our service. He never forgets us. He again and again comes in every lifetime and gives us this gift. So we should take it seriously. We should utilize that gift. Take it to the heart, touch it to the heart. Express our gratitude to the heart, to the Lord. See, at the very ground level also we can understand that the Lord is supplying us so many things just to sustain the body. Forget about spirituality. Forget about bhakti. At the very root, He is giving us oxygen to breathe, air to breathe. In one of the pastimes, the Lord stopped all the air in the universe and everybody started dying. Right? In one of the pastimes comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. He sucked all the air and the whole universe became airless. And everybody started trembling, started dying. And on prayers, again the Lord released the air. That's what is our situation. We are dependent on the Lord completely. The Lord is giving us, supplying us air. The Lord is supplying us water. The Lord is supplying us all the necessities of life just to sustain our body. Forget about bhakti. That's very higher gift. And we are not grateful to the Lord. We think that, oh, it's me. I am the doer. I am the karta. I am doing everything. I am the controller. And we forget the Lord. We have to recognize this aspect that the Lord is doing so much for us. What are we doing for the Lord? Let's express our gratitude to the Lord by doing service to the Lord, devotional service. Now, when the Mother Yashoda caught Krishna, now Krishna was very fearful. And now I'm going to beat him. Now the time has come. I cannot run even more. But still, the Lord tried. The Lord actually started running from that storeroom also, thinking that still there's a chance, there's a hope that I'll not be beaten by, or I'll not be caught by Mother Yashoda. He started running again out of the storeroom. But he was very fearful at that time. That was the mood of the Lord. Very fearful. Now the same Lord, how many of you know about Narasimha Devi? He's the Lord Himself. Not Krishna, Lord Vishnu Himself. Now this particular verse comes for Lord Narasimha Devi, for describing Narasimha Devi. Please chant after me. Repeat after me. Ugram Viram Mahavishnu
Ugram Viram Mahavishnu
Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham
Jwalantam Sarvato Mukham
Nrisimham Bhishanam Bhadram
Narasimham Bhishanam Bhadram
Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham.
Mrityor Mrityum Namamyaham.
This verse is describing Narasimha Dev. The same Lord, in the form of Narasimha Dev. He is he's fearless. He's filled with anger. On whom? Hiranyakashipu. And he did the first open heart surgery in the entire universe. That was the first surgery done. That was the Lord inaugurated. Lord actually discovered the open heart surgery. He was very angry. that he didn't take anything. From his nails only he did the open heart surgery. No instruments required from the nails. So angry, so fearful, fiery, fiery. You know. And it is mentioned that mrityu namamyam, that even the fear personified fears the Lord. The fear personified, fear also fears the Lord. Fear itself fears the Lord. That's much anger Lord Narasimha had. Infinite anger. Everything is infinite in the Lord. So anger was also infinite. The same Lord who was very filled with so much of anger, and he was fearless. The same Lord is very much fearful this time. And he's running away from Mother Yashoda in fear. And I'll be caught. He started running. And Mother Yashoda somehow could find a stick. And she also started running behind the Lord. This time I will not really forgive Krishna. She also started running. And what was the state at that time? Krishna's state? Was fear was one of the states. And what was happening to Krishna? So Mother Yashoda was running behind Krishna, and Lord Krishna was running ahead. Mother Yashoda started coming more close. Krishna became started running with more speed, greater speed. And finally, Mother Yashoda could catch Krishna. she started running with more speed than Krishna. That Supreme Lord, whom even the greatest of the great yogis cannot even catch, even with the speed of the mind. When they meditate on Krishna, when the yogis sit, when they perform Ashtanga Yoga, and they sit in meditation on Lord Vishnu, on the Supreme Lord, and through their mind also they cannot capture Krishna, through the speed of the mind. Just imagine the speed of the mind. Just like now, you are not here, right? You're not here. Are you here? You're here. So that's good. But naturally, what happens? The mind is so speed. The mind is so fast that mind immediately switches from one place to another. At one moment, mind is here, at Ispan Panatra. The next moment is Delhi. Or Mumbai or America, whatever. The next moment. Such fast. So much of speed the mind has. With that speed also, the yogis are not able to catch Krishna. But Mother Yashoda could catch Krishna. Why? Because Krishna allowed Mother Yashoda to be catched, to be caught by her. Because Krishna allowed. He is a supreme controller. He can control that. I will never be caught. But he allowed Mother Yashoda to be caught by her. Because Krishna wants Mother Yashoda to love him, to express her love, feelings of love towards him, even while showing a stick towards him. So this verse comes where? Have you sung this verse somewhere? I don't know if it came last session. Okay. Everybody came almost. आप भी आए थे ना last session में, आप नहीं चले गए. So this verse says, Rudantam mohunetrayumam rijantam karam bhujayumena shankanetra mohoshvasakam patri rekanka kantha stita graivam damodaram bhaktivantam. Where it comes? Damodarastakam. At least tune to aapko yaad aa gaya hoga. Lyrics I know, nobody remembers lyrics. But yes, tune is from Damodar. So this is from Damodarastakam, right? So this is a state of the Lord. That Lord is very, very fearful. And what is happening in that fear? When the Mother Yashoda caught him, what happened to him? He started crying. And Karam Bhoja Yugmena Shatanka Netra. Netra means eyes. And Karam Bhoja, Kar means hands. So lotus hands. Ambuja means lotus hands. He started rubbing his eyes with his two lotus hands. In fear. I'll be beaten. And then what is happening to him in this breathing? Mohu Shvasakampa Tri Rekhanka Kantha. that he's breathing so heavily in fear. अब तो मैं गया, डर अब तो खत्म हो, कुछ नहीं हो सकता, अब तुम पकड़ लिया मेरे को, अब मैं गया, gone case. So then he's breathing so heavily, like that, and then it is described that, see, acharyas are describing so nicely. Satyavrat Muni is describing the beauty of Krishna even while he's time. That his, when he's breathing so heavily, what is happening to his neck and his necklace? His neck is like, there are 3 lines on his neck, and that neck is, seeming like a conch shell, shank. So Satyavrat Muni is comparing the neck to a conch shell. So it is appearing like a conch shell. My God! And then he's also saying that when he's breathing so heavily, the necklace on his, the pearl necklace on his neck, he started moving up and down. So it looks so beautiful. Satyavrat Muni is describing the beauty of the Lord in this situation also. And that's what the devotees are. Devotees see always the beauty of the Lord. And then, Mother Yashoda thought, यार मार के तो मुझे बुरा लगे, मारते नहीं हैं इनको बांध देते, मारूंगी नहीं मैं, बांध दूंगी. I will tie him today. Enough is enough. बहुत हो गए इनकी complaints, बहुत देख लिया, माखन चोर, आज तो इसमें बांध के रहूंगी. So then Mother Yashoda started binding Krishna. Oh, I think in animation it came early. So when she started binding Krishna, she pulled a rope. First of all, the very first piece of rope, and he started binding Krishna through a wooden grinding mortar, जिसपे वो चढ़ के वो मक्खन जब चुराते हैं ना, उसी जिसमें वो कूटा जाता है, उस पे चढ़ के सब चुराते हैं मक्खन. तो उसी के थ्रू वो बांध रही थी उनको. She was tying Krishna with a rope using wooden grinding mortar. So then, when she was tying Krishna with the rope, she found that the rope is short. She thought, okay, no problem. I think the rope was short. The first rope, right? She didn't measure. Scale लेके measure नहीं करता rulers. So it came as short. Came up as short. Now she told other gopis, hey, चलो, जल्दी और रस्सियाँ ढूंढ के लाओ. जहाँ से रस्सी मिलती है लाओ, आज तो उसको बांध के रहोगे. Then other gopis also came and she gave the ropes to Mother Yashoda, and she tied all the ropes together. Again, and now she thought, बहुत बड़ी रस्सी है. It's a very, very big rope. Now I will surely bind Krishna. Again, when she started binding Krishna, again with two or three ropes tied together, again it became short. But the very amazing thing which was happening here is, very astonishing thing is, when the first rope was there, or when 2-3 ropes tied together were there, every time the ropes were short with 2 fingers only. ऐसा नहीं कि एक हाथ short है, या कभी पहले एक हाथ था अभी 2 fingers, ऐसा नहीं. Every time was 2 fingers short only. That was an amazing mystical pastime which Krishna did. Through his mystics, he made the rope short with 2 fingers. Now, in our life, what do the 2 fingers represent? It's a lesson for all of us. And it's the last lesson for today. We'll stop. There's a shloka which comes in Srimad Bhagavatam, again the 9th canto, 10th canto, 9th chapter, that is describing this full pastime, this series of pastime which I've described just now. So, 18th verse, this comes, Drishtva parishramam Krishna kripasyad swabandhane. Drishtva parishramam Krishna. When Krishna saw, oh, Mother Yashoda is sweating. She is doing so much of endeavor to bind me. Such a hard labor. So much of parishram Mother Yashoda is doing for me. Okay. Let me allow her to bind me. Finally, Krishna allowed her to bind him. And what happened? Kripaya syat. Kripaya sit swabandhane. He released his mercy. He showered his mercy on Mother Yashoda. Seeing parishram of Mother Yashoda. So 2 words here. 2 fingers means 2 words. First finger represents parishram. Second finger represents from the shloka. Kripaya. Kripa. Parishram of who? Mother Yashoda. And for all of us, right? That we have to endeavor in our service to Krishna, in our service to the Lord. Whenever you are doing some service, we should do it with full 100% endeavor to the best of our capacity. And second finger represents kripa. But only parishrama will not be enough. Kripa is also required. So the two fingers represent our endeavor, that is parishrama, and second is kripa, the Lord's mercy. If only we just endeavor and kripa doesn't come, the Lord doesn't get pleased and He doesn't shower His kripa on all of us, seeing that endeavor, oh, that activity will never be successful. Success will never come. Will never come. So to be successful in our service to the Lord, in whatever service we do to the Lord, we should be sincere. We should give our 100% in our endeavor, and we should depend on the mercy of the Lord. And then the whole picture gets completed. The whole scene gets completed. And that's when the success knocks the door. It's a very important lesson for all of us. When Krishna saw so much of endeavor, and finally, यार बहुत भाग्य है कृष्ण. अब ठीक है यार, इसको पॉइंट को पकड़ने दो. बहुत एंडेवर कर लिया इन्होंने, रस्सियां ढूंढ के, तब भी मेरी वजह से नहीं काम कर रही. Because of my mystical power. Okay, let me stop my mystical power. Let me release my mercy now. Let me become merciful. And then Mother Yashoda could bind Krishna. Otherwise, no one can bind Krishna. Who can bind Krishna? No one. He is boundless. He cannot be bound. He is supreme controller. Who can control Krishna? No one in this world. Even great and great yogis cannot control Krishna. Sorry, great and great demigods cannot control Krishna. Devi Devtas cannot control the Supreme Lord. They are the servants of the Lord. You have to understand that. But only pure devotees can bind Krishna through the love, through their endeavor in their love, pure love. And when the Lord sees that pure love and the endeavor in that love, Krishna releases the mercy. And then the pure devotees are able to bind Krishna, bind the Lord in their hearts. So let's also pray on this occasion. And this pastime happened on Deepavali. So many of us don't know the significance of Deepavali. बस हम थोड़ा पटाखे फोड़ दें, ना मिठाइयाँ इधर उधर से आती हैं दूसरों के घरों से, खा पी के सो जाते हैं. फिर अगले दिन जो थोड़े पटाखे बचे हैं और थोड़ा फ्रिज में मिठाइयाँ हैं, अगेन उनको जाके फ्रिज खोलते हैं, आज खाना नहीं बचा है, वो भी खा लेंगे. 2-3 दिन में सारी मिठाइयाँ खत्म, Diwali is over and back to our normal life. But no, we have to understand what is the significance of Deepavali. Obviously, Lord Ram came to welcome Lord Ram. The lamps are lit. But also, we have to remember this pastime also of Lord Krishna. And on the day of Deepavali, this great pastime happened where we get this lesson that we have to do our endeavor, we have to be sincere in our endeavor for the service of the Lord. And that's how our life should be centered around the Lord. And when the Lord sees our endeavor, sincere endeavors, He gets pleased. And when He gets pleased, He showers His blessing and mercy. And we become successful in our spiritual life. Otherwise, it's not possible. Okay, so we'll stop here. Any question? Any question? No question? Mic is on. Any question? Okay, any realization one wants to share? We have so many lessons. अच्छा कोई एक lesson or at least any other realization, whatever you want to share, you can share. Maybe you can just pass on mics and then can hear something. कुछ अपने हृदय से कुछ आप व्यक्त कर सकते हैं. आपने क्या सीखा? बताइए कुछ. आपने क्या सीखा? अच्छा. कुंदन प्लीज.
प्रभु.
नहीं सबको सुनाई देना.
सो आज मैंने बस ये सीखा कि मैं जो भी करता हूँ, चाहे वो गलत है या सही है, मैंने जो भी गलत किया उसके लिए तो मैं ही जिम्मेदार हूँ, और जो मैं सही करता हूँ उसके लिए भगवान कृष्ण, भगवान शिव, इनकी कृपा से ही मैं कर पाता हूँ. सक्सेस और जो भी मुझे मिला है वो सिर्फ उनकी दया से मिला है, और जो गलतियाँ मैंने करी उसके लिए मैं उनके प्रति क्षमा ही मांग सकता हूँ. बस.
Very nice realization that we should be grateful to the Lord for whatever He has given, and because of Him only we are. Whatever we get, it's because of Him, His mercy. The oxygen we are getting oxygen, that is also His mercy. We don't recognize that. We are so busy in our life, corporate world. We are not conscious actually. We are not conscious. If we become little conscious of what the Lord is doing for me, then naturally we become so much grateful to the Lord.
Hare Krishna. Uh, One thing I realized is whenever we do some service, when we render some service, we should be very enthusiastic and do it to the best of our ability and be sincere in our devotion so that we can get the shower of mercy from the Lord.
Krishna. So yeah, I think one of the thing is like as everything and everyone is like part of the same supreme being. I think that lets us be more understanding of the perspective of others and not only humans. I mean all the like animals and everything. So I think that should make us more humble and be more caring and giving towards others because ultimately it's the same. We are part of the same being. So I think that's something interesting that we realize.
Very important mention. Actually, I wanted to share this. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. That yes, because when we understand that the Lord is, everybody is a part and parcel of the same Supreme Lord. Every living entity, not only just human beings, all the living beings, plants, animals, birds. So we should be more caring. It makes us more humble. That सब लोग उन्हीं के तो बच्चे हैं. Part and parcel of the same Supreme Lord. So we can become more caring, more conscious towards others' feelings. Yes, that's one very important lesson. And this also brings us to one more lesson I will also share. मैं share कर दूँगी. Yes, just reminded me. So one very important lesson is that whenever we get mercy of the Lord, then we should not forget to share this mercy with others. This blessings of the Lord. When we feel when we feel that yes, I'm progressing in my spiritual life, the Lord is so merciful. He's helping me a lot. Then we should share this message with others. We should also share these blessings, this mercy with others, this message with others. So that's also one of the act of compassion towards other living beings. And knowing that everyone belongs to the same Supreme Lord. Let not others suffer. Let me help everybody else through this message.
Hare Krishna. Whatever we do it for the pleasure of Lord. Even if nobody is seeing also, but Lord never forgets us and will show His mercy on us for whatever we do.
We don't need to put on the Facebook, right? Or that I have done this service today. Let me show it to the whole world. Then only Lord will see. No, Lord is saying that.
It is very nice to know that on Deepavali only this incident also happened. Then it is very good for me. And whatever we have done, it is due to Lord. I have this success everything.
Yes, we have to be grateful. What's your good name?
Arya.
Oh, you are Arya.
We met at first time.
We met. I forgot.
So, like, not some like unique realization, but like feel that when we believe in like whoever are like a fatality or like whoever like I will like Sri Ram almost like सबसे ज़्यादा like I believe that whenever we like believe in God and like feel a personal connection to them, they are always like then they like are like uh, always protect us and like they are always with us and like even when like no human or no system or this world is not uh, anyone cannot be like always be with us and like cannot always help us or like protect us, but like God is always there when we like feel a personal connection to them and we like devote ourselves.
Thank you for sharing this. The Lord is always there to protect us when we see connection to Him. Yes. Thank you, Rajat. Right, Rajat.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. One thing
I mean, I'm grateful. Lord never forgets our service. So basically, when he is, I mean, having the market and as well as the distributing it to one channel. That one thing I would say, like, if we provide a service to Lord, Lord never forgets us. So one way or the other, He showers His blessing to upon us. But we most of the time we forget it, that this is because of Him. We should be grateful of Him. So this is like what what-
Everybody else will forget whatever we have done. And sometimes people say, मैंने उसके लिए इतना किया था, क्या करा वो मेरे लिए? सब भूल चुका है देखो, इतना मैंने उसको हेल्प किया, लेकिन he has forgotten everything. कितना cruel है वो. But actually, see that's tendency there in everybody, to forget whatever others have done for us. We forget actually to express our gratitude, but Lord never forgets. That's the quality of Lord. बताइए विकास को कुछ खोलिए अपने दिल के राज.
Yeah, basically, God is inspirational for me. When whatever I do, I look for the God, what they do, how they think, and what was the best thing they've done in their life, how they handle situations and faces challenges, and then that's something I apply in my life. So basically, God is always inspirational for me and will remain forever.
Good, very nice. अब तो जगन्नाथ भक्त है ना, जगन्नाथ जी के भक्त हैं, तो जगन्नाथ जी तो हमेशा साथ में रहते हैं. ठीक है. Okay, now till the time we can just stand up, we can get ready for mantra meditation. For a few minutes we'll do the mantra meditation and then stop. So you can just stretch your legs. आप शेयर कर सकते हैं. You can distribute the legs. We can come in front as well. अच्छा अच्छा.